My $50 adventure begins. Hello everybody, it's me, Alex, and look where I am. I'm in Berlin, Germany, a city that just buzzes with history, art, and an energy that you can feel on every single street corner. I've heard so much about this place, about its resilience, its creativity, and of course its incredible food. So, I've decided to give myself a little challenge, a game if you will. I have exactly $50, which is about 46 euros today, and I want to see how much of this magnificent city I can experience. Can I eat, can I travel, can I see the sights, and can I have an amazing full day on just this? I think I can. This is going to be a journey of discovery, not just of Berlin, but of how to travel smart and still have the time of your life. We're going to find the best deals, the most delicious cheap eats, and the hidden gems that don't cost a fortune. It's all about making every single dollar or euro count, and I am so excited to take you along with me. I want to show you that you don't need a huge bank account to make incredible memories. All you need is a little curiosity, a good pair of walking shoes, and maybe a little bit of my appetite. So let's get this adventure started, shall we? Just a quick note for everyone watching, this video is completely ad-friendly, and all the wonderful music you'll hear is from the YouTube Studio library so you can enjoy our journey without any interruptions. We're keeping it fun, friendly, and focused on the good stuff. Now, with $50 in my pocket and a whole city to explore, my first thought is breakfast. Let's go find something delicious. I'm already smiling. My first mission is food. You can't explore a city on an empty stomach. I find a classic German bakery. The smell alone is worth the trip. I spot a giant fresh pretzel, beautifully twisted, perfectly salted, and a strong cup of coffee, of course. For less than 4 euros, I'm set for the day. First bite? Fantastic. This is real Berlin and I'm savoring every moment. Alright, I'm full, I'm happy, and I'm ready to explore. Berlin is a huge city, a sprawling metropolis, and while I love walking, there's no way I can see everything on foot. So, my next mission is to conquer the public transportation system. I've heard it's one of the best in the world, a beautiful, intricate web of trains and buses. I'm standing in front of one of these bright yellow ticket machines. They look a little intimidating at first with all the buttons and options, but don't worry, there's an English language setting. It's like they knew I was coming. I'm looking for the best value, the golden ticket that will let me roam free. And I see it, the Tageskarte, the day pass. This is exactly what I need. For a set price, this little piece of paper gives me unlimited travel on the S-Bahn, the U-Bahn, buses and trams within the central zones of the city until 3 a.m. the next day. This is freedom, my friends. The price is around 9 or 10 euros. Now that might seem like a chunk of my budget, but think about it. A single taxi ride could cost more than that. This pass is my key to the entire city. It unlocks everything. So I've got my ticket. And don't forget this very important step. You have to validate it. You find one of these little stamping machines, you stick your ticket in, and it makes a satisfying kerchunk sound. Now it's official. I am a certified Berlin explorer, ready to ride the rails. I feel like a kid who's just been given an all-access pass to an amusement park. Which in a way is exactly what Berlin is. Hopping off the train at Warschauer Strasse, I'm heading to the East Side Gallery, where art and history collide. This isn't a museum, the gallery is the city itself, the longest remaining section of the Berlin Wall, now covered in vibrant murals. It's free, open to all and deeply moving. Each mural tells a story of division, hope and freedom. You have to see it to believe it. After the profound experience at the East Side Gallery, my stomach is telling me it's time for another Berlin classic. I'm on the hunt for lunch, and in this city that means one thing above all else. Currywurst. It's more than just a dish, it's an institution. It was invented here in post-war Berlin, a story of ingenuity and making something delicious out of what was available. I love food with a story, and this one is a legend. I found a little street food stand and that looks perfect. It's nothing fancy, just a small kiosk with a counter, but there's a line of people, which is always a good sign. That's the secret, my friends. Follow the locals. They know where the good stuff is. The air is filled with the smell of grilled sausage and that unique spicy sweet aroma of curry ketchup. My mouth is already watering. I can't wait. I step up to the counter. The menu is simple, as it should be. Currywurst, with or without a bread roll and fries. That's it. Perfection doesn't need to be complicated. And the price? It's a dream. For about 4 or 5 euros, I'm getting a full, hearty lunch. This is how you eat well on a budget. You eat what the people eat, where the people eat. It's delicious, it's affordable, and it's an authentic cultural experience. The moment of truth has arrived. The vendor takes a perfectly grilled pork sausage, chops it into bite-sized pieces, and then the magic happens. He smothers it in a generous amount of this warm, tomato-based sauce, and then finishes it with a liberal dusting of curry powder. It's served in a little paper tray with a tiny fork. It's beautiful in its simplicity. It's a masterpiece of street food. I found a nearby bench to enjoy my prize. The first bite, oh my goodness, it's a symphony of flavors. Berlin is a city of museums. There's even an entire island dedicated to them, Museum Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's home to 5 world-class museums, including the Pergamon Museum. Tickets can be pricey, but discounts for students and seniors make it affordable. Always ask about concessions. You might pay half price or even get in free. Inside, the Ishtar Gate awaits, an ancient wonder, rebuilt brick by brick. Standing before it, you feel tiny, like you're walking through history, and all this for the price of a sandwich. After being transported back thousands of years, I'm back in modern-day Berlin. My mind is full of ancient wonders, but my feet are a little tired. It's that perfect time in the afternoon, around 3 or 4 o'clock, when you just need a little pick-me-up. A moment to sit, to recharge, and to just watch the world go by. It's time for a coffee break. And in a city as cool as Berlin, finding a cozy cafe is an adventure in itself. I've wandered off the main tourist path into a neighborhood called Prenzlauer Berg. It's beautiful here. The streets are lined with trees and gorgeous old buildings, and there are little independent shops and cafes everywhere. It has a real local, relaxed vibe. This is what I love to do. Get away from the crowds and see how people really live in a city. And I found the perfect spot. It's a small, charming cafe with a few tables outside on the sidewalk. It's not a big chain, it's a one-of-a-kind place, filled with mismatched furniture, books, and the incredible smell of freshly ground coffee. It feels warm and inviting. It feels like a place where you could sit for hours. I'm not going to sit for hours because I have more to see, but for a little while, this will be my haven. I order a simple cup of coffee, a milk coffee, which is similar to a latte. The barista is friendly, we have a little chat, and he makes the coffee with care. It's another one of those small, human connections that make a trip special. My $50 Berlin adventure is nearing its end, but I can't leave without a little something to remember it by. Now, when I say souvenir, I'm not talking about a big, expensive object. For me, the best souvenirs are small, meaningful things that you can only find in that specific place. I'm not looking for a t-shirt that says I love Berlin, I'm looking for something with a little more soul. And the best place to find that is a local market. I've taken the U-Bahn to a place that hosts a weekend flea market, a Flohmarkt. This is a treasure trove for budget travelers. You're not in a tourist shop, you're browsing through things that Berliners themselves are selling. It's a mix of old and new, from vintage clothes and antique furniture to handmade crafts and old vinyl records. The thrill is in the hunt. You never know what you're going to find. I love the atmosphere of a flea market. It's buzzing with energy. People are haggling, laughing, and sharing stories about the items they're selling. It's another one of those places where you feel like a local, not a tourist. I'm just wandering through the aisles, my eyes peeled for something that catches my eye, something that says Berlin to me in a unique way. I'm looking at old black and white postcards of the city from decades ago. I'm looking at little pins from East Germany with their unique, stark designs. These are little pieces of history that you can hold in your hand. They tell a story. This is so much more interesting than a mass-produced magnet, don't you think? Until next time, and that's a wrap on my $50 challenge in Berlin. What a day. I am full, I am inspired, and I am so grateful for every single moment. From that first salty bite of a fresh pretzel to finding this beautiful piece of art, this city has been absolutely incredible. We proved that you don't need a lot of money to have a rich, fulfilling travel experience. All you need is a little planning, a lot of curiosity, and an open heart. Berlin, you have been more generous and wonderful than I ever could have imagined. Thank you for an unforgettable day. I want to say a huge thank you to you for coming along with me on this adventure. Your support means the world to me. If you enjoyed this journey and want to see more budget travel guides and fun challenges like this, it would mean so much if you would consider subscribing to the channel. It might seem like a small click to you, but for me it's everything. It's the fuel that keeps this channel going. It's the encouragement that tells me you find these videos helpful and enjoyable. Every single subscription, every like, every comment, it truly makes a difference. It allows me to keep creating this ad-friendly, positive content for you, to go to new places and figure out how we can all see the world without breaking the bank. So, if you're not already, please hit that subscribe button.